Yet I got a question for you.
You always have a question for
Can
me.
my home add more fun to my life? Because it's all about me having fun.
It is.
Moving forward with the Decker team. Moving forward together with the Decker team.
And we're excited to welcome you to another episode of Life's Inside Track. I'm Yetta Decker.
And I'm Ken Decker.
And it's where we share techniques, thoughts, tools, tips that we all need to make our house home to thrive and to do even better. I need it. You need it. We all need it. And so we're grateful that in this month, in this series, I guess we would call it, is we are doing play. How do we play even more, even when we're talking real estate, which we're talking this time?
Is it play? I thought it was fun.
Well, play is fun. Fun is play.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I want to have playful fun.
Oh, now you're up in the game. Playful fun.
And so can your home add more fun to your life was Ken's question. And I'm going to say, even if you don't move, it can add more fun. So although this is a real estate topic conversation, we're not going to talk just about the name game when we're out looking at houses and having fun that way. We're not talking about the fun of flipping houses, although that is fun.
And the fun of watching reality shows.
Right, because that's fun. There's not much reality in those reality TV shows. So that's entertainment and fun and play. What we're going to learn in this episode is how can you take your home, the one you have right now, and turn it into more fun on the inside and outside.
Yeah, because you know what? When we do a little check-in on our life, right?
Right.
And we do that several times a year, like birthdays, Thanksgiving, New Year's, those kind of things where we look at our life and we go, do I like my life or do I love my life?
Right. Am I having fun? Am I spending time in play?
Yeah.
Because that's what's going to make the difference of loving my life and just living my life.
Interesting.
Right?
Yeah, and many times, not so much recently, but many times in the past when I did that assessment of what I want coming forward, it was more fun. Because when you do work that, I mean, it's fun most of the time, but then there's struggles. The struggle is real. There's pressures. There's the time crunches. There's the long hours. And sometimes it becomes not so much fun. And that's when I say I want more fun in my life. You have a little saying.
If it ain't fun, I'm going home. Because it's fun at home most of the time.
Right.
And it's become really intentional to create home to be fun because it wasn't always fun hanging out in this place.
So you better be a fun person if you want to work with Yetta.
Or with anybody on the team. And it doesn't mean you have to be rolling down on the ground laughing every time. And
But
we
it
don't
helps.
it helps. And we don't have to play the boo game as we're going from one room to another and we sneak up on each other. Although that can be fun, it doesn't have to be that. It's more the playfulness and the lightheartedness. And it's not that I don't understand real estate is a serious conversation. It is serious. And it has to be treated with the respect that it deserves. And knowledge is important and applying the knowledge is important. And it doesn't have to be drudgery. It can be fun. So how do we create our home spaces, especially inside our home, to be fun? And the first one?
I got 5 tips.
I know, but I'm starting with the first one.
I know, we
what
got
the first
5 tips. I'm just going to set them up. If you're writing these down, make space for 5 things.
Okay. And that's if we don't run out of time.
Come on.
So,
We never run out of time.
sometimes we go on just a little long, which is fun in of itself. It's because we're having fun. Ken's come up with yet another
Dan
joke.
says we have 5 minutes in this segment, so we got time for
We got
5.
time for 5 and 5. Okay, that sounds like fun. And so the first one is having a heavenly environment, a clean environment. Because
heavenly,
clean, tidy, put together. Because if that's not under control, I find I get sidetracked in doing that rather than having the time for play and fun. So keeping it orderly is actually a tip to be able to increase the fun in our home.
Mm-hmm. Clean bedroom increases the fun sometimes in our home too. how about
How come
games?
you slid that one real fast?
Well, that was a side note.
Yeah, that was part of the first
Yeah.
one, right?
So one thing we've done is we have games at the ready. We have a games cupboard where we keep our different games like Sequins and
Yeah.
what's that? Train Yard or whatever? No, not Train Yard. What's it called?
Ride the train or something. I can't remember.
Train
Ticket
ride.
to Ride.
Ticket to Ride. That's what it is. Ticket to Ride. It's a new one. Settlers of Carcassonne.
No, Catan.
Catan.
And
Carcassonne is a different one. They come up with like it used to
Alhambra.
be easy. You know, it was Life or Monopoly
Or Payday.
Those are the kind of the staples, right?
Right.
And Crokinole. Keep my Crokinole board out and ready to go.
Yeah.
If you don't know what Crokinole it is, it's when you flick those little round things, like the checker things, at each other. No, not at each other. Down the board, trying to get them in the center
That
hole.
makes it more fun, right?
Yeah.
Or Rebound. Anyway, you probably have your favorite games, and if we haven't listed one of your favorites, you might want to share in comments and or in an email what your favorites are, because maybe it's one we need in our cupboard.
Yes, and then maybe setting up a rec room. And this is a little funny story. When I was younger, like before I got into real estate,
That much younger?
I thought that a rec room meant it was okay if you damaged things in it.
It wasn't, he didn't recognize that it meant recreation room,
That's right.
a place for recreation
Yeah.
and fun and play.
So we would
So
throw
would you
darts
wreck
at the
it?
yeah,
Oh,
we'd
no.
throw darts at the wall and we'd run our bicycle into the wall and whatever. It was a rec room. You could do whatever you wanted.
That
Crash up derby with the tricycles, anything. Anything goes.
Nice. Okay, number
But
4.
No, we're not leaving this one.
The rec room thing is
Because you were
freaking
going
me
to have
out.
a race. Now you kind of missed out on it, but the race
I
is
was
still going
so
to happen.
sad.
The plasma car race in someone's rec room that they had it all set up. And then we were going to have a mini stick hockey tournament. Like those are great things you can have set up in your rec room.
Yep. Play, and especially if you have an unfinished basement. The incredible thing is people go, I gotta finish my basement. I gotta finish my basement. Well, maybe finishing your basement will decrease
It's a
the fun,
It's a bad idea. You need a rec room.
right?
And then you can dance on cement floor. Just don't do it in your nylons or socks because you'll have holes in them. My mom kept saying, why are all your socks have holes in them? Then she realized I played on the concrete floor all the time.
Perfect. So number 4 is the one time I'm going to say this is good is video games.
Oh, yeah. Do you remember the time I played, what was it called? Bass Fisherman or something?
Yes.
I was playing the kids and they go, fish on! And I was reeling and we were just laughing so hard I could barely bring a fish into the boat, even though it was virtual.
Exactly. So figuring out just how to increase your level of play. Even
So
with
you
a
equate
video
play
game.
with fun. That's what you keep telling me, right?
I've been telling you that only for 40 years.
I can have fun recording this show for you guys on the CHRI. Like this radio show is not play, but it's fun.
Well, we're playing. So I say it's both.
Oh,
And number 5.
party games. Party games with or
Oh.
without adult beverages can be hilarious, like charades and what was that one? with the-
Gestures.
Gestures. That's what it was. I was trying to remember it. Where you have 3 cards.
Gestures.
And there's a timer, and the cards you have to pull them out once someone guesses what you're saying, and you always divide girls against guys because it's just more fun that way. Because guys rule.
Oh my. Okay. So figure out how to have some fun in your home, because if you don't, it's actually kind of sad. And you don't want to be sad.
You sound like
don't-
Dr. Seuss.
Well, you know he's my hero.
I know he is. I just think if you've had fun today, you've had a pretty good day.
And we're grateful to be your partners on the journey of wealth and real estate and fun, even play.
Moving forward with the Decker team. Moving forward together with the Decker team.